Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna be starting in 9 minutes. I'll talk a little bit about Stonks. Thank you to post 2 AKB for the 3 months. Thank you so much. So obviously everybody knows what happened yesterday. First of all, there was the issue with Reddit, the subreddit getting taken down, Discord as well. Both of them came back up. Apparently Elon Musk himself was in the Discord last night, or at least that's what I heard. So pretty insane stuff, to put it mildly. It came back, but then this morning you had a bunch of brokers basically lock people out from buying. They could literally only sell the stock. And I'm annoyed about it. I'm actually not annoyed about it for the reason that I think you guys probably assume I am. I see AMC is tanking, but that's not the reason I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because I've had a very big position for quite a while now in American Airlines on the long side, and because American Airlines was up like 40 or 50% on the open today, it also got blocked where people could not buy it, which to me was kind of insane, because that was based on fundamental news. There was a very good earnings report this morning. It was fundamentally based. This had nothing to do with, say, being driven up. At the same time, there is a very large short position in American Airlines, which is worth noting, obviously. But then beyond that, what I would say is, as far as the general construction goes, the notion that you can block people from buying, like, I understand blocking people from buying on margin, for example, but to block people from buying a stock, period, I mean, frankly, does not feel, I don't know, it feels un-American to me, for lack of a better word. So I'm honestly very disturbed by that, frankly. It's just, yeah, it's very disturbing. It feels very un-American, because isn't the concept of the free market, like, I don't really care if you're liberal or not, but I think we do hold certain freedoms to be like really important principles of our democracy. So to block people from buying is really questionable. And then, of course, what it leads to is it leads to a situation where you have these huge sell-offs, like in GameStop and AMC and everything else, and basically it also gives people time to or the hedge funds to cover their short position. So I think it's really bad. It's really bad. It sets a very bad trend. Thank you to DQBit for the 2. Thank you to Wiener Melange for the 10 months. Holo for the Prime. Storm Alive for the Prime. I'm not going to watch on stream, but I would also add to you guys one thing that's worth noting. Is that Shamath Palipatali, I think is how you pronounce it. Maybe I have it slightly wrong. He was on CNBC yesterday, and what he said when he was on was completely right, which is that basically what happened is you have hedge funds. These are the people who are supposed to be the smartest people in the world, at least in the finance world, going and taking short positions or doing very complex financial trades, and then when they make a mistake and they do something wrong and they get exposed for it, like they did in this case, especially with GME, it's like, wait, no, that's not okay. That's not okay. Like, we can't have that happening. So who's the guy? I'm not going to show the clip on stream. But anyway, it's like it's very, I don't know. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. Thank you to Dirty Dwarfing for the 3 months as well. So yeah. Yeah, very bothersome. Also, what I was going to say, to be honest as well, is I really don't believe, I think shorting companies is insane to begin with, you know, and beyond the GME and the AMC stuff, you know. No, I did not sell it because I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. And I also would argue that I think there are long-term prospects for AMC post COVID anyway. Post-COVID, so I'm not selling it, for sure not. Nokia as well, I'm down money there too, but that'll be fine long term. But again, you know, I think to me the thing that's really bothersome is like American Airlines, you know, a company, you know, one of the greatest American companies that exists, obviously, one, you know, in the airline industry, and you have 25% of the float being shorted right now by hedge funds. So that actually really bothers me a lot more. And again, I mean, what's the purpose? What's the point? Like, shorting and hoping that companies go bankrupt, there has to be something deeply wrong with you, if that's your principle and what you're betting on. It's like, be a cynic, be very negative about this world, and just hope that companies go bankrupt, hope that millions of people lose their job. Frankly, I think that's ridiculous. So there's my rant. That's my rant. Too much debt. Oh, I'm not saying they don't have too much debt. But again, I'm not going to get into specifics. Obviously, I then would have to give a disclaimer and all sorts of other stuff. But yeah, it's all about dollars. It's all about being greedy. Probably, yeah. Yeah, I just don't believe in short selling. I just don't see the point. Like, I understand price discovery, people say this stuff, and that's completely fine to talk about price discovery, but again, you could just buy puts, you can just buy options. Frankly, the only way you make money from straight shorting is if a company goes bust. So that's the only way you really make like serious returns. Yeah. Thank you DVPLRD, thank you DVDel, thank you to Twice as One, thank you so much for starting in 3 minutes. So yeah, just gonna talk, chill until we get going. Yeah, American Airlines died to give Robinhood plausible deniability when they halted GME. Yeah. What I would say though, again, to me, the other thing that I would say is very weird. The one thing that I would say is very weird. Well, it's like, what's the difference between shorting and buying puts? So if you buy puts on a stock, so say for example, I'm not going to pull it up. But let me just go to on my other tab. Let me just pull up an options chain. Where's the options? There we go. So like for example, with American Airlines, for example, it's currently trading at 18 bucks. Let's say hypothetically, you know, you buy a put for say $13 or something like that, and it costs you like 10 cents or 20 cents if you go a month or two out. If the stock goes to like $12, you're gonna make potentially 100-200% returns. On the short side, the only way you make money is if it goes all the way to zero. You can, and your max, that's your max if something goes to zero. At the same time, you're also taking a huge risk, because what happened in GME is that when the stock goes up, not only are you losing money infinitely on the upside, but you also have to pay interest for borrowing the shares. So it's a double whammy. I must have hated the movie Big Short. I understood the concept of Big Short, but again, for all the people who were successful with Big Short, there are millions more who will just go short and bet against the market like they have for the last 10 years and just lose nonstop, just lose. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. We're gonna be starting in 2 minutes, so just keeping it very, very chill for right now. Yeah. Anyway, what do I think of Robinhood? I think it's here's what I would say about Robinhood. I think it's a very good idea. The notion of having commission free trading, bringing more people into the market, I like the idea. It incentivizes people to get into the market. American Airlines still +9, yeah, but it's plus 40% on the open. But the point I was making is that it's very good. You get retail interested, you get, you know, the average Joe looking at investing, trying to trade, and getting into the stock market, which is, I think, generally very good. The problem is, at the end of the day, when you start having commission-free trading, basically anybody can just come in and buy, first of all, and then secondly, what it does is who's losing that money? Like, you lose money on the commission side, so you have to get money. Somewhere else. American Airlines was 31 in pre-market. Shame I didn't have a sell order out. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, at the same time, what I say with Robinhood to me is, I assume the long-term goal of the company was to go public. And if the goal is to go public, and you literally, because you're potentially backed by some of these hedge funds or these high frequency trading groups, what happens is that when you do that, you're going to lose your whole user base. So in the process of catering to them and potentially like blocking trading, like what happens is that you end up in a situation where you're going to lose your whole user base, because anybody can go and take their money from Robinhood and go on to Fidelity, go to Schwab, go to Ameritrade, because Robinhood pushed investing forward to where there's no commissions. So everybody has no commission, so you don't have to be there. That's kind of the thing. But yeah. So passionate about trading rights. How about free speech? I think I know where you're going, Bilko. Honestly, like, companies are private and they're allowed to do whatever they want to do. But personally, I think it's a very slippery slope with what happened on Twitter. That's all I'm gonna say. Why am I 2,900? Let's play E4. A GME is back on Robinhood and you can buy again. You can buy again. Okay, let's go knight f3 takes. Let's go E5 and bishop D3 or C3. I use Fidelity for actual trading. I have for a long time. Let's go here, knight E3. I don't own GME. No, I'm in AMC and Nokia. I mean, I was thinking about that this morning, and I was like, I was thinking about like whether I would whether I'd buy more or something, but I don't want to turn it into something where I actually have to like look closely, so I'm just gonna let it ride. Fidelity is commission free too, I believe. They had to go commission for a long time. They were like $4.95, but they had to go commission free too because Robinhood changed the whole playing field. So like they really made a difference. But then like everyone goes there because they've got the name recognition. But now by doing this, they're gonna just kill their user base. So you can say bye bye IPO, bye bye billions of dollars. Let's go bishop b2. I think I can take. So if he takes, I play bishop c4, and I'm going to collect the queen here. I mean, I assume that's the goal. That's always the long-term goal. It's just AMC and Nokia. Of course, I have a ton of other positions, but I'm not. I mean, American Airlines is quite different to me. But anyway, yeah. Let's go knight e3, bishop c4. I as far as why Robinhood's getting the blame. Robinhood's probably getting the blame because many people perceive them as being the broker that started it all, as like where all sort of the Redditors were and everyone was. No, I don't generally gamble, so no, I'm not gonna just go all in on all kinds of random stuff. Interested in cornering the silver market. Tiny Pillow, if you're talking about the silver market in the I think it's history time. In the 1980s, I believe that the Hunt brothers, the two of the Hunt brothers who are related to Lamar Hunt, the founder of the Kansas City Chiefs, I believe in the 80s two of his brothers did try to corner the silver market, and they went belly up and lost hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of dollars, I believe. Let's go queen h5 here. I think I'm right on that. In the 1980s, two of the Hunt brothers tried to corner the silver market, and it failed very badly. Lamar did okay, but I think two of his other brothers basically went bankrupt at the time. Let's go check and take. I think I play f4. I can play bishop c1. I actually have to be very careful. There are a lot of threats down towards my king here. Let's go here. Thank you to Killdeer for the 12 months. Thank you to Birkin for the tier 1 lucky for the prime. Tark with the prime, and Grey Doll with the prime. Thanks so much. You are correct. I worked in the industry during the time. Yeah. Oh, we have a poll. Are you in? Yes, I bought this week. No, I own no stocks. 9%. I don't speculate. 30%. What's a stock? 10% say money is under my pillow. Money under my pillow. So since you guys talk about money under your pillow, I'm going to talk about a slightly different aspect now to finance, which is that I just blundered. Or did I? Let's go here. I kind of blundered. I should have actually pushed the pawn, but whatever. Takes. I can go here. I can also just take. Funny thing is, how bad is this actually? Let me think for 1 second. If I go here, queen e5. Wait a second, I have to think for 1 second. How bad is this? I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take here because I have this move to hit the pawn. 1 second, you guys. Speaking of finance, and you talk about money under your pillow. If you are looking to earn a return, you can open a checking account over it on Juno and get 2.15% return. Up to, I believe. 1 second. Up to, I believe it's $30,000 in the account, so you can get a 2.15%. Sell out? No. Juno is a sponsor of the stream as well, so make sure to check that out. Okay, because I guess I just take. I could have taken and gone here, close to winning. This might just be a draw because I bungled this. But let's just try to win this. Oh, I blundered d5. Yikes. Very careless of me. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. I could have gone queen e7 too. If here I just take, okay, he's trying to come back in. That's a good move. Let's see, 15 seconds. Oh, it goes there. Okay. Go here. And we get the win. Let's keep rolling. Thank you to Excellent Impeller for the tier 1. Let's play E4. How long am I streaming? It's gonna be a long stream. We're in for a long stream today. Let's go F4, knight F3 here. AMC halted again. Actually, I was gonna say I noticed AMC seems to be gets halted on the upswings, not the downswings. Maybe we can watch AOC, sure. But yeah, basically what I'm gonna say in general terms though is that to me it's insane. It really does feel very un-American. Like very oftentimes we try to talk about freedom of speech, you know, the rights that you have, and a lot of people talk about the free markets, capitalism, the system we have, and are very proud of it. And I feel like today in many ways is a very dark day. Very, very dark day. Let's go G4, G5. Let's go King B1, knight E2, knight C3. Also, one thing that Shamath said when he was on CNBC yesterday, which is very true, is that when you talk about like momentum and like the momentum that has propelled GME forward, for example, like this is all that like the high frequency, the quant firms and the high frequency trading firms do is basically they look for momentum up or down, and they play they're very over leveraged, like they do 3 or 5x, and then what they do is they play the momentum. So why is it that if it happens like to retailers, it's like oh no, like it's not okay, but when hedge funds do this, it's like it's okay? It's like very, very questionable. Let's go knight G3, knight H5. Why would you put your money in an on Juno account rather than load up with ETFs or CDs? Well, first of all, CDs I don't believe are yielding 2.15% unless I'm crazy. Or wait, sorry, you said CDs, not treasuries. I don't believe it's the same. And secondly, as far as ETFs, there are a lot of people who are not in their 20s or their 30s. If you do not have a long time frame for investing, you can't really gamble because the market could go down 30% in a given year. Let's just go here. Let's go here. Let's go H4 and take with the H pawn. CDs lock in the money, correct? Yes, they do. I'm actually not doing great. He's got this or something. Although I can go rook c1. I can also check. Let's go check and take, I guess. Yeah, everything about giving finance lessons, I mean, what I would say in plain terms is buy an ETF and you'll do just fine. That's what I would say. And I honestly feel like the reason hedge funds exist is people get greedy and they want to believe they can do better than you can do with exchange traded funds. I honestly do believe that. So yeah, 30% down is low likelihood. Merkin, you're right over the long term, but for example in the short term, let's just say next year the market could go down 30%. Now if you have a 30-year horizon or a 50-year horizon, yes, you're right that long term you will make money. There's like 99.99% chance of that. But if you only, let's say you're in your 50s or your 50s or 60s, you can't afford that 30% drop. So you need to invest in something where you're going to get that safe return and you're not taking a huge risk. It's all about time frame. That's what it's about. Stonks stream, not a chess stream. It's a chess stream, but everybody's talking about it. You don't really have a choice. Let's go rook e8 e5 here. It's all about time frame. Time frame is all it's about. If you have a lot of time, you can definitely afford to take risks, but if you only have like 5 or 10 years till retirement, you're really looking for a safer return, because again, it can happen. in a short window. It's like, you know, for example, I could have a bad day and lose 150 rating points or 200 points. That actually happened to me, I think, last week. So in a given day, I could just like something could be off, I could play really badly, lose 200 points. Long term, objectively, no, I'll probably gain those points back and do fine, like I already have. But again, in a given day, you know, anything can happen. In a given year, anything can happen in the stock market. Let's just take with the knight. Let's just take and hit the rook and take the knight. I can take with the pawn or the queen. Let's take with the queen. Let's play knight h5. Also, in many ways, if they suddenly like allow trading again in these stocks, isn't that kind of even making it worse? Because then they're basically admitting that they did it. Doesn't that basically admit that they did something really wrong if you suddenly open it back up for trading on the same day? Thank you for the 420 flavor. You got me in the chest, and even though I'm scrubbed, it takes my mind off things. It's amazing. Thank you for being such a kind, inspiring person. High five from Germany. High five back at you. Big shout out to all the foreigners who watch the stream from like Europe and Asia. Big shout out to everybody who's watching. Also, for example, the other thing I would add to that topic, as well, which I find kind of fascinating, is like, for example, one thing no one's talking about is all the options, the calls and the puts that are basically being underwritten by the bankers. So technically they're supposed to be evenly hedged, but with the huge sort of black swan event, where GME's gone up so much or AMC's gone up so much, you do wonder if the banks are actually losing a lot of money on the underwriting of those. Okay, I'm gonna go queen g5, hit the king. The queen and the knight are holding everything here. Bishop takes rook is not really very good because I can go queen g5 check, queen g2 mate. Let's go e4, knight f3. Yeah, I am a Nokia, and it's going down again. As you guys will see, I mean, I'm not happy with what happened because I wasn't really intending to hold it, but nonetheless, it will go up long term because it's a very solid fundamental company. It's not going bankrupt, and you know, there's like almost a 0% chance that it won't go back up 30% in the next couple of years. Mind you, I mean, it'll take time, but there's almost no chance that it won't go back up eventually, unless it goes bankrupt. Same with AAL. Yeah, to some degree. Let's go g4 g5 here and take. Let's go see their bishop c2 g5. I'm definitely gonna play g5, bishop g5, knight g5 next move. I should be doing pretty well here. Let's go g5. Let's take with a bishop. I want to go rook g1, open up the king side here at some point. Let's take. I could have maybe taken on f6 and taken, but we keep rolling. Probably the biggest thing that I think has led to the situation is commission-free trading and the influx of new money. Okay, so if I take, there's queen e5. This guy found a very, very good move, actually. I missed this. Let's go here. I'm gonna go can go rook e1. He's got a4. Wait, can I you know what, I'm just gonna go rook d1. Why not? And then rook e1 or bishop f4 next move to hit the knight. Let's go bishop c2. Do you see Robinhood is selling people's GME AMC? They aren't just preventing buys. Wow, let's go B3. No, I didn't see that. That's how is that not like criminal? That's crazy. How is that not criminal? Let's play Rook D2 and Bishop H7. Ah, if you bought on margin. Okay, if you bought on margin, yes. Well, okay, that's pretty normal. Let's go check and Rook A2. Yeah, if you buy on margin, yes. I think that's just classic rules. Yeah. No, that's just classic rules. Let's go Bishop B3 and Rook D6 here. Let's hit the pawn on E6, maybe B4, B5 here. Let's go Rook D2, target the knight here. Knight E5, Rook D8. Let's play Rook D8 here. Let's go Bishop C5, hit the rook, move the bishop. I can move my rook here. I think I'm just gonna play H4 though. Position looks relatively fine. Let's go here to hit the knight, maybe Rook H8, H5 next move. Yeah, AOC is on at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. So I might pop in and listen to a little of that. Let's take. Have I ever played leverage ETFs? Yeah, I don't want to talk about it much, but I will say yes, there was one there. Yeah, I did actually make a mistake in 2016. I will never do those again. Those don't function. The products don't function the way they should. They're like, if you look at a 3x ETF, it doesn't function the way it should. It's not 3-to-1 because of the decay and the rebalancing every day. Let's go C6 Bishop F5. Yeah, so it's like, for example, you know, if you buy like a gold, you know, whatever the underlying is, the theory holds if something goes up 1%, the 3x should go up 3%, but that's not how it works because they have to rebalance due to the decay every single day. Bring back the PewDiePie bottle. We got the Logic bottle. Let's go here. I'm gonna take with the pawn, go Bishop D6, maybe Rook G8, open up the king side here, Bishop H3, put pressure towards the king and the rook here. Just take with the pawn. What is hold the line? It's a reference to the it's a Braveheart reference originally, but it's been using a lot on it's been used a lot on Reddit lately and everywhere. Do I believe in hold the line? I actually kind of do believe in that, honestly. No, I mean, to me, I think honestly, I think it's amazing what's happened. I think it's great to see retailers having success. I think it's one of the greatest things. I mean, it's great. That's freedom. People go on these forums, they come with ideas, they share them. Like, I think it's fabulous. I think it's great. I mean, I've said it before, you guys, and I'll say it again. Thanks. Yeah, sure, of course. No, what I was gonna say though is, I'm gonna say, like, to me, that's how technology, like, that's how it should function. It's like people come with ideas, they do something. Like, it's not like one of these random things where it's a bunch of people, I mean, just sitting around, just like not caring. Like, that's just not what it is. Thoughts on selling puts in AMC? Sold 250 puts, I got 170 premiums. Put the money into high yield dividend paying stocks, maturity 2023. I don't know, but I will say one thing also, just to talk about how weird the market is right now, is I own this stock. I've owned the stock for a long time. It's actually the first stock that I ever looked at, ever, like 17 or 18 years ago. It's a stock called Iron Mountain, IRM, and it's a stock I just bought because it's a dividend stock, and it yields like 8%. So like much of the year it's been sitting between like $27 and $29.30, 8% yield. And then like this week somehow it went up like 20%. It went from like 29 to like 41 or something, and the same day it bounced back down to 36, and it went to 38 yesterday, up like 8 or 9%. And then today it's down 10% on literally no news at all, like literally no news whatsoever. So there's definitely weird stuff going on everywhere. Let's play knight f6 here. Let's go d6, knight d7. Let's go knight d7 here. If he took my rook on h4, I'd check me on h2 with the knight and the queen. Okay, let's go here, hit the bishop, take it, next move. Let's go here in g5. Oh, I have the Title Tuesday logo up. Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies, you guys. Let's take that off. Let's just play e6, queen e7 here. Robin Hood really not living up to their name. Good one. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that actually this morning. How ironic that is. Like, I was really thinking about that. I was just thinking this morning how ironic it is. Like Robin Hood, and there's like literally steal from the poor, give to the rich. Yeah. No. I actually thought about this morning. I found that highly amusing. How well do you do in high school? Did you film math class? Well, like most of these people who are getting sort of like stereotyped on Reddit and everywhere else, like I'm just a normal person. I am not very good at math. I just read books. I just accumulate information from reading articles and all this other stuff, and having some experience. And that's why, you know, I actually believe so strongly in what's going on. Let's just stay with the pawn. Let's go knight f4, hit the pawn, maybe knight c5, hit the bishop. I definitely misplayed this. I guess stay with the e pawn. Maybe g pawn is better. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe knight c5 and just castles next move. Malkiel, is that a random walk down Wall Street? I mean, I think at the end of the day, like what I would say is just like I mean, I've never been someone who's like super brilliant. Like I'm not very book smart. I just read. I'm interested, and that's how I get my knowledge. So like I really relate to these people who are struggling. Like these people are just, you know, they're trying to make some money. It's a very rough time for a lot of people, honestly. Very rough time. And I think I take. I'm just gonna win. Let's just take. Let's just play rook d8, maybe knight e4. So again, I mean, I think the resources are out there, and that's why, like, when, you know, I think at the end of the day, like when you put people on pedestals, or you assume that just because these people went to Ivy League schools, or just because these people, you know, have quote unquote better access to, you know, like computer models and these different things, I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in this notion that there's some special people are special. Just my personal take. Thank you to Beno Charles. Thank you to Advocacy Mazanks. Holy moly, accelerate. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's play g6, bishop g7, d6 maybe. I mean, isn't it like, it's like Elon Musk, you know, I've said many times I'm not a huge fan of his, but he made some comment, didn't he, that he said, like, to work at Tesla, didn't he say you literally, like, you don't even need to have like a college degree, you just need to have graduated from high school, because it's like there are other characteristics that matter. And I totally believe that. Like, I 100% believe that. Let's go knight d4. I'm just gonna take with the bishop and go knight e7 and castle on f5. Do you think regular people should be investing in meme stocks instead of S&P? Well, you know, I would give you a better example. How do people feel about when pension funds and like pension funds or for example, one second, let's see, if pension funds or like teachers unions, these sorts of groups try to make big investments in stock XYZ, and someone's on the other end taking half a cent off of every trade. I mean, how do we feel about that as a better example? Let's play c5 here, because that's another thing that happens every day. And is there some huge problem with that? I mean, do we have some huge fundamental problem with that happening? Let's go f6 here. Let's go queen d7. I'm gonna go f5, maybe take on e4. Knight f5 is a move here as well. Let's just take and go knight g8. Yeah, don't blame the player. No, I mean, I get it, obviously, you guys. I'm not saying that, but I'm just, it's like a serious question. It's just very weird to me that we seem to have a problem when it seems to be the downtrodden people who make the money. It's just I don't know. It seems wrong. It seems very wrong. Why is it number 2? Because currently I have 6 out of 6, and the guy who's leading has 7 out of 7. Let's go rook f8, hit the pawn at f2. Rook h4 is a move. Yeah, good one. Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, I would never. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not really the point. I mean, what I would say about that though is for example, if you look at Stephen Cohen and what's it, I mean, they had to change the name, but basically there was a huge insider trading scandal over with that hedge fund, and there was I think it involved something in healthcare, if I remember correctly, and like there was this huge issue with insider trading. And I think a couple people there were very big fines. They essentially had to shut down the fund to outside investors, but nothing happened for what basically I think the government deemed was something wrong. So it was basically a huge hefty fine, but that's it. And they had to rename it from SAC Capital to, what's it, 0.72, I guess. Is that what it is now? Let's castle, go king h2 and takes. King h1 and f4 next move. But yeah, let's go king h1 and f4 here. It was SAC, wasn't it? Or am I wrong? I thought it was SAC Capital. Oh, I'm encouraging investing in a reckless manner. Well, okay, so tell me what's if you want to phrase it like that. I don't know, because I think engines are better than us. We can't really do it. But what I would say in general terms, though, is if you want to phrase it like that, so you know, in society we've decided that people with these backgrounds studying at Ivy Leagues, people who have spent time studying finance are you know, quote unquote smarter than the rest of us. But then, you know, if we assume that we're suggesting investing in a reckless manner, well, what happened in 2008 exactly? Because investing that hedge funds were doing, what everyone was doing frankly in 2008, including the banks with CDOs and so forth, was far more reckless than what's happening, than what you could argue is reckless with like GME or AMC right now. I mean, I'm just saying, who's being reckless when the system basically was nearly destroyed and there had to be a huge bailout? I mean, I'm just saying, like, thank you, Cammy Reds, for the 2. Klaus Meyer, thank you to Atlas Joe Henrique for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm losing viewers and quickly. I'm just chilling, you guys. I can just take here and take. Because play rook h4 here, hit the queen. And obviously take, I can play d4 here. G3 is also a move. If I go g3 queen h6, I just take the bishop, takes, and I take because I hit the queen on h6. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it's good, but I'm gonna try. I just take and take on e5. No, I'm just chilling. But I mean, again, like, you know, the thing that I will always say is if you know, facts and understanding the history is really, really important. Like, that's just how it is. And so when someone says that, like, and you can respond in a way that is factually true, like, it's just, you know, yeah. Let's keep going. All right, let's keep going. Let's play a Scandinavian. Let's go c6, maybe bishop f5, e6 here. Guess I'll go bishop g6, maybe e6, knight f6 next move. Let's go here and hit the knight, maybe knight f6, maybe knight d7 next move. Thank you to Skinny D for the prime as well. Thank you so much, Skinny D. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Desiree for the 9. Jose Juegos for the 5 months. Thank you, THCC for the prime. Unborn for the prime. The combo breaker for the prime, and Trevalin with the prime. Thank you so much. Let's go here. I'm gonna play queen c7, put pressure on the knight on f4 here. Thank you to Weasel Line for the prime. Thank you so much to I'm Florals for the tier 1. Bryce for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna castle here, maybe take on g6. Let's just take with a pawn. Maybe rook h4, maybe rook h7, rook h8, maybe e5 is a move. I'm just gonna go here and rook h8 next move. Seems fine to me. Let's line up pressure towards h2. I have g5, I have e5 here. I can also take on g3. It's not a great position, actually, all things being equal here. It's playable, but it's not great. Thank you to Wise Omega. Thank you to Leo Evio and GM the Law for the prime. Thank you so much. Am I being irrational mad about today? Middle class gets an extra piece of bread at dinner and the 1% burns down the world. I mean, I don't want to get into, you know, get into specifics, but I feel that fundamentally it feels very un-American. That's what I'm gonna say. It really does feel very, very un-American. Thank you, Gizmo's Guide for the tier 1. Not king b8, maybe take, maybe I go f5, knight f5. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it's good. I'm gonna do this. It's probably a terrible move, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, I can go c3 here though. I'm probably gonna take at some point as well. Okay, it goes bishop c1. I think I just keep going. Oh, we can take on d5. Whoops, I missed this. Whoa, this is dangerous. Let's go here. Check, I go up. It's not great. Let's go here. I have something weird. Okay, he goes knight f1, which I don't think is right. Let's just drop back. I tracker tonight, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe. Let's go back. I threatened to fossilize him. Oops, there's a fossil. Let's go check. Maybe f4. At what price did I buy AMC? I bought it at 16. Let's go e4, knight c3. But I also was gonna say one thing that a lot of people ask me, like, why I don't trade anymore. Like, you know, when they ask what I'm doing, I'm just like, I don't do it. This is a perfect example, because the thing is, when you get involved in stuff that can be speculative or have like high IV and big moves, is that is that what happens is you end up having to literally watch it all the time, and it's very bad mentally. It starts to mess with your mind. So like that's why actually I don't do it, because like for example with AMC, if I had woke up at like 5:30 a.m. or something like Pacific time, and I probably could have like sold something at even or whatever in like a short-term trade, but like again it requires so much time that you have to literally be watching that it's too much. Same goes for American. If I had seen it at like 31 or whatever it was pre-market, I would have sold it in a second. But again it's just like it requires too much time. So that's why I don't do it. I have my pension and annuity set up, and I won't be checking for 20-30 years. Be careful with the annuities. Be very careful with that you're not that's working, because I actually got, I mean I don't want to say I was tricked, but in a way I was tricked into investing in annuities when I first started a retirement account, and basically the return that I got for the time that I had the money in the annuities, I underperformed by like 20%. Now I'm lucky because I started the annuity at like 16 years old, and I was able to get it out at like 25. But be very careful with annuities. They're not your friend. Usually they benefit the whoever sold them to you, so be very, very careful. Let's go rookie 1, or no, let's go C4 here. Variable annuities, that's exactly what I got tricked into, a Turing tester. Yep, exactly what I got tricked into. Yeah, I was lucky because a couple of years back I was able to finally take that money out without any penalties and just roll it over into ETFs. But yeah, it's, I mean, yeah, just be careful. Thank you to Decompression for the tier 1, Akishanti for the prime, RA3 Me for the tier 1, Manic Messiah for the tier 1, Jim Jam with the tier 1, Creed FM with the prime, XXJ Dog with a 2, and Corden CF for the 2 months. Thank you so much. Okay, I can take the pawn. I can play Queen F5. More right triangles incoming here. Look at this right triangle. What is this? I can take. I can also just move my rook to F1. Let's go rook F1 here. Take maybe Queen F5. AMC is at $10. Wish I could buy it, but Robinhood has other intentions. I mean, as I said before, probably the single greatest thing that I mean, as bad as today is, that Robinhood did do though, was that they introduced commission-free trading, and that's something that now I believe all major platforms do have. To be clear. Maybe not every single one, but at least for stocks, it's definitely commission free. Like I know on Fidelity, it is. I'm pretty sure on Ameritrade, it is. Schwab, it definitely is as well. Reports coming out of the White House pressured Robinhood to close trading on GME. I hope that's a troll. Thank you to Vest for the prime. Okay, let's go rook G7 here. Okay. Let's play the Dutch defense here. I assume that's a troll. I mean, that has to be a troll, right? Let's go here in castles. Has to be a troll. Let's go knight c6 and maybe e5. It's not a troll. Let's go knight a5 and c5. That, it's got to be a troll. That has to be a troll. Let's go c5 here. Let's go let's take with a knight here, maybe e5. Yeah. Let's play e6, maybe e5. Let's go e6 and bishop f6 here, maybe rook e8, rook f7. It's not a troll, it's a hobbit. That's a good one. It's a troll, not a hobbit. that's that's a good one to lighten the mood. Thank you for that. I'm actually doing very poorly here. Let's just take the juicer. I can go rook e7. I have to be a little bit careful here. There's some danger in my position. How did that 6 IQ joke land so perfectly? I don't know, but it was good. It was good. No rook d8 because I can just take with the knight. Goes back. I think I go bishop g7 next move. Let's go here on bishop e8. If takes, I take and go rook e8, I think, and I'm kind of okay. Tricky position, but playable. I guess I'll just go bishop g7 and king g7 here. Just take and go king f6 and h6 maybe. Let's go e5. Thank you, Nefei. Thank you for the $3. I'm on a 20-game winning streak on this account. We're just chilling, having a good time. Let's go rook d7. I think it's Supreme One for the prime range for the prime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Just take. I'm gonna go rook d1. Hikaru destroyed Charlie's 5-game win streak. That's also true. I can also go g4. Let's just go g4 because takes I've made, so he has to go back, and now I should be much better. I think I can. Let's go here. So on this I go rook d1, and maybe I go rook a2. I actually don't know why I didn't just go rook d1. That was just a better move. Just go here, hit the pawn. Let's go check and take. Let's go here. I think I'll just go rook a1 again. His king and knight are really bad here. I can move the king. I can also go 1 2 3 4 5. Thank you, Quentin Kane, for the 2, Reximus for the 3 months. Thank you, Bracchimus for the 2, Tome for the 2 months. Thank you, Nick the Schick for the 2 as well. Let's go a3 a2. Am I sweating the AMC position? No, I'm not actually, because I think there are actual long-term prospects. So no, I'm not. Let's go a2 here. I bought it yesterday at 16. Thank you, Dragon, for the 2 months. Hyopai official for the prime. Thank you so much. Thank you to Wild Maki for the 2 months. Thank you so much. Let's go here. That we'd like the stock, yeah. Let's go c5 and queen b6. Have I ever played anyone from Egypt? Yeah, I've played against Amin Bassam and Ahmed Adli, both very strong grandmasters from Egypt. Bought at 10. I would probably consider buying more, but I don't want it to turn into something that I really have to like start thinking about and worrying about. So I don't want to have to deal with it. I had that happen with one of my long positions that I've ended up holding for many years now, and it's just like when something that you buy and kind of you want to see if it can go up, it's sort of a lower percentage play in your portfolio, and then it ends up turning into something like really major and with really big swings. It will keep you up at night, and I definitely don't want to like be staying up super late, because then it's going to also affect my stream too. Let's just go here and takes. Thank you to Archer for the 3 months. Thank you so much. And your chess? Yes, probably also my chess as well. Also, big shout out to everybody who's watching. Thank you so much for all the viewers who appear to have come to watch the show instead of leaving the show. So thank you so much to everybody who's watching. Thank you to all 20,000 of you guys. Hope you're having a great morning wherever you are. Let's go b4 here and play bishop b4. Yeah, so yeah, those of you who are wondering, someone earlier, they're like, you know, you're terrible, you're losing viewers with this talk. Thank you to Guiznat, thank you so much. Play rook b8 and take and knight a5. Thank you to Lalab Tooth as well for the prime. Let's just take, go bishop d6, king e7. Let's go bishop d6, maybe knight e7, knight g6 here. $8 p.m. here in Manchester, England. It is 12:26 p.m. here on the West Coast. Wait, so you guys are saying Robinhood has opened up now? Maybe they have. Thank you, Shigamore, for the tier 1. Thank you, 22 CJC for the prime. Thank you so much. No, I feel like, honestly, I mean, I'm no expert at this because I don't know how they probably do it, but to me, I feel like Robinhood has to keep it shut down, because if they open it back up, that really does imply there's some kind of manipulation going on. Like, because the whole notion is that what you, if you're a real conspiracy theorist, is you assume that basically they're shutting it down so that like Citadel or Melvin or any of the other big hedge funds that are short, they have time to basically buy it to cover when the share price is going down before reopening it up. So actually, it would seem like in order to be consistent, they have to keep it shut down. That's not a conspiracy theory. Okay, maybe it's not, but again, you know, who knows. Let's take the juicer and go back. Let's go here, maybe queen 8 b2. I saw a tweet of Ted Cruz agreeing with AOC. I mean, when Ted Cruz and AOC agree on something, you know, something's gone a little bit weird, something's gone a little bit wonky in this world, because those are probably the two furthest apart people I can think of in terms of their political views, and they're agreeing on something. So it says something, I think, for sure. Well, you guys say that they're pushing a pump and dump. Well, you know, as Shama said on CNBC, and he's right, it's like, why did the situation occur in the first place? It occurred because hedge funds were allowed to be reckless and buy more than 100% of the float short. They shorted more than 100% of the shares. So the reason this even occurred is because of that. So it's funny how like they change the narrative, and then they say like, okay, it's like it's like Reddit's fault for this, when like the conditions that caused this or precipitated it were directly a result of what hedge funds did. Let's play knight f6, or actually no, let's play a semi-Slav. I know, but we're the bad men. I know it's hilarious. If anything, I mean, I think like it's incredible that you have people come together on forums and they basically like I mean, they make money. They take money from the hedge funds. Like it's probably the greatest thing you'll ever see. Feels like sometimes things are fair in the world. Let's go bishop g4 and f5. But no, I mean, but no. In reality, we're supposed to believe no. It's not okay. That's not how the world works. Just take with a pawn. Do I know any good Swedish chess players? Yeah, Niels Grandelius. He's a very, very good Swedish chess player. Also, you know what else is funny, you guys? I'll give you an example. You know what else is really funny about the situation? So if you look at this short long situation, I think you go back to like 2018 or 2017, there was this big situation featuring Carl Icahn and Bill Ackman. So basically Bill Ackman, he's an activist investor, and he went short Herbalife. And Carl Icahn basically literally got on CNBC and started shouting at him. They started yelling and like having this big argument about how like, you're wrong, I'm right, blah blah blah. And so one person was short the company, and then Carl Icahn's on the other side basically going long, and like everyone's just cheering that. Everyone's like, oh yeah, that's awesome, this is great stuff, this is great TV, blah blah blah. But like this somehow is not okay, what's going on right now, when it's basically the same thing. It's just you have regular everyday folk from Reddit and so forth trying to take on the big guys. It's just funny. Yeah. Let's go queen e6 and queen g6 here. I couldn't take g3 because he takes with the knight or the pawn. Let's go queen g6. Just remember, the one thing I would say, this is just general, my general thoughts, is just remember that fortunes are not created overnight in most cases. I mean, we like to dream big and think we'll get rich overnight. In most cases, that doesn't happen. This is like an extremely different kind of situation, but remember that this is not the norm. That's the one thing that I would say. Let's take with the rook and hit the pawn on d4. Must be nice to have money to invest in the first place. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I that's the thing. Like, I have this feeling. Everyone says retail. It's like. I mean, is this stimulus checks? Like, I mean, there are a lot of people who don't have investments in the market. If they don't have investments in the market, they're basically struggling and suffering. It's a very tough time. So it's difficult. Let's go rook g8. Thank you to Photoshop for the 15 months. Huge. Thank you to Hugh for the 3 months. Thank you to Fullers for the 5. Thank you to Kid Shelby for the Prime. Andrew JCP for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Let's take. He's doing very well. Oh, I blundered. I wasn't paying attention. Shoot. Gross. Let's go here. Target the pawn. Target the knight. Okay, I probably won't lose this game. Whether I can win is a whole separate question. But it's not bad, actually. I can go like a5. Let's go here and hit the pawn. Actually, he's going to lose another juicer here, I think. Okay, so he takes. So I go here maybe and take. It's actually a draw. I'm not sure if this is a draw. Let's go here. Let's go here and then b5. Okay, let's play e4. All right, you guys, so in about 20 minutes we're gonna have Masioka from the show Heroes. He does a lot of anime productions these days. He'll be coming on, so we have that coming up next. Yeah, I don't know what the productions are, but he's doing stuff in anime primarily. Ayaya, yes, exactly. Let's go bishop b3 and castles. Let's go bishop d3. How many GMs exist in the world? About 1,700. Let's go here, knight e4 maybe. Let's go g4 and g5. Maybe remove this. Good one. Way to debate me. You think I'm actually going to answer that? Good one, dude. Good one. Good one. That's a good one. I am so not going to touch that topic, but thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for perfection. Thank you to Jean-Pierre as well. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's go here. Isn't Masioka 1800? Yeah, he is quite strong. Let's go knight g3 here. Thank you. Thank you, Jim Jam, as well. That's got to be a joke. Magnus? No way. No way. So here and here. Yeah, I mean, if Magnus really said that, I mean, I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say I'd do something, but I can't say that because I guess theoretically he could have said that. I doubt it, but maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. Yeah, of course Magnus knows of my stream. I mean, no, I mean, I think with Magnus, it's actually, it's not, I mean, sometimes he's arrogant, but I think more than that, it's just like, you have to realize English is not his first language. So when you talk about Magnus and you keep that in mind, a lot of what he does is attempts at humor that sometimes just don't work. Because yeah, I mean, English is not his first language, so culturally there are going to be big differences. It's just like his attempted joke about like COVID, for example, when he lost to Esipenko. Like, I think to me it made literally no sense, but to some people it makes a lot of sense and it's very funny. So I think it's just a cultural thing. This was kind of stupid, but maybe it's not so clear. Okay, let's do this and this. I don't know if this is right, by the way, but we'll do it. I mean, do I get down the juicer board? I do, but this is bad because now I go here and he's actually going to get checkmated in a very weird manner. Check and mate. Very, very weird checkmate here because the knight holds the squares and hits the king. All right, you guys, we get the win. I think with that we get the dub in this arena. So I'm gonna take a short break and we'll be right back. What's this? Here come the shorty apologists. Give them no respect. Get shorty. Get shorty. Nice. Let's go T4. Get shorty. I like that. Get shorty. No, I mean, I think with Elon, I totally get it. Anyway, the arena ends. We win. 14 wins, no losses, 0 draws. Yeah, I like it. That's yeah. Yeah, no, that's what's shorty? Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing with Elon is, I think the reason that he's doing that. I mean, the reason that Elon is saying that is because forever. Oh, read the other tweet. What was the other tweet? 1 second. Let's see. What did Elon tweet? 1 second. Let me change my scene. Okay, what did Elon tweet? One second. Thank you to thank you so much to Gigabega, Genzax, Prisful, Mark Pernani, Dog, Sharton, Herster. Thank you to Jim Jam as well. Okay, so this is the tweet, right? You can't sell houses you don't own. You can't sell cars you don't own, but you can sell stock you don't own. This is BS. Shorting is a scam, legal only for vestigial reasons. I mean, you know, I'm no fan of Elon, but he's right. It's true. Like, I mean, it's true. I can't borrow and sell a house that I don't own. Like, I mean, you know, he's right. He is right. I totally agree with him. Twitter replies are not safe for work. No, I know. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I can't sell a car that I don't own. I mean, yeah. How do you even sell 140% of something you don't own? It doesn't even exist. Because probably there's no oversight. There's no regulation.